Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Octopath Traveler 2. In the previous video, we wrapped up Temenos' Chapter 2, and that means everyone's Chapter 2 is done. That means now we are going to be doing the cross paths. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be Agnia and Hikari's. Now, it depends on how long it is. I don't know. Depends on how long it is. I might do multiple of them in the thing or not. But we'll see. Something I learned too. Go to the journal here, and you click on a character. When you do this, look at the bottom right. I did not notice this before. You can do the travel banter, and you can see the banter. And I'm like, what? How did I miss that? So, yeah, so it doesn't look like they always have travel banter. I don't know if Octopath Traveler 1 had anything like this before. And now I definitely want to pick it up just to see. Yeah, so we missed this one of why do they call you a hound? So let's watch all these. Why do they call you a hound, Temenos? That is a question with no easy answer, I'm afraid. Is it because of your big, adorable eyes? I'm sorry. Dogs are wise. They've got good noses, and they're fast. They do call you a hound because they like you, right? Would you mind if I called you a hound too? Please tell me you're joking. That's cute. I honestly can't, like, holy crap, that's so great. That now I can just do this. So, I mean, I wish it was something that they could do during the chapters instead of, you know, having to go out of their way for it, but still. What do you mean, Hikari? Azuki porridge. The red beans are common throughout Q, and this porridge is a favorite way of preparing them. I brought some with me for such an occasion as this. What do you mean? Traditionally, the porridge is eaten before a battle. Its color is meant to remind us of the blood that's been spilled, the friends we have lost. And so I eat it when I want to be reminded of home. Live so that you can return. It sounds like a very special dish. It is. Even now, the taste of it reminds me of my friends in Ku. Well, it's time to go. Come back safe, Hikari. Aww. That one was a sweet one. I so wish. So, helping Hague. There, that should do it. I've tended to Hague's injuries. He should be fine now. Great, thanks, Casty. But there was one symptom I couldn't alleviate. What was it? Well, his face went bright red when I was helping him. And the redness simply wouldn't go away. What do you think we should do? Ah, yes, I see. Sounds like old Hague's taking a liking to Casty. Aha. Okay, yeah, he took a liking to Casty. They're kind of both oblivious. Rare liqueur. Hey, Chet, I got some booze from Hague. Apparently it's a rare local tipple. Want to try it with me? I sure do. Cheers! To Hague! That's some good drinking. Bleh, it's bitter, but it feels so warm and fuzzy. I've never had booze this strong before. There ain't no messing around in snow country. I gotta get the word out. Can I have a little more? You bet. Can't have a tasting without, well, tasting. Woo-ee! Hey, Pardizio. Who's that? Wait, you mean me? You guys are Pardizio with Zemzaropolzi? Listen, you had enough for one tasting. You aren't even making sense. What's that? Now I'm all up the Zaba Zoodle Doo! Mazazal Zabazala! Okay, that was fucking charming. This is why I love the travel banter. Could you imagine if they... again, I don't know if this is in... if this was in... the first game or not. But if this was in the first game... Holy shit, I feel so bad for never seeing it before. Hey, Pops. What got you so grumpy? This is my normal face. Now that you mention it, I've never seen you smile. Right, time for my best impression. This is guaranteed to make you laugh. This jerky is moldy, but still tasty. This jerky is fresh, but tastes like wood. Well, Oswald, which will it be? Who's that supposed to be? The man who trained me, Master Juva on Totohaha Island. Strange, that always gets a laugh back home. You're an odd one. Ha, he smiled. Aww. Oh, Chet's ones are so fucking charming. I think hers might actually be my favorite one. Okay. Cast these. Careful, Cassie. The scent of our foe is getting stronger. That sharp nose of yours is a lifesaver. It seems very agitated. Just getting close will send it into a frenzy. If it grabs us, it'll chomp us to pieces with its big fangs. Wow, you can determine all that by smell. No, it peeked its head out earlier. That's how I knew. It's not just your nose that's sharp, but your eyes too. Can you give me more details on what we're facing? What sort of beast is it? I don't remember. It seems like not everything on you is sharp. Like your brain. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love Ochet. I love all these characters. Holy crap, like they're great. Cassie, watch this. I've come up with a dance that lets you glide across the sand. If everyone can master it, we'll all be safe from the quicksand. I call it the sand step. That sounds like a lot of fun. How do you do it? It's hard to walk on sand, right? That's because people try to walk their own way, ignoring where the ground wants to go. So if you move in harmony with the shifting sands, then... Agnia. I slipped and twisted my ankle. There. It'll be alright. I'll have you patched up in a jiffy. I'm sorry about this, Casty. Don't be. You're just trying to help everyone. I'll pass on learning the sand step, but I appreciate the effort nonetheless. These are probably... I think they also go in the order too of when they come out. So it's like, oh, so like these last two are probably like the last ones they could have happened. Hey, Throne. Would you like to dance with me? It might cheer you up. I'm sorry, but I'm not in the mood for that right now. I see. I guess I'll just have to dance enough for the both of us. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Just watching you dance makes me feel better. I think I'll join you. Throne. Oh. Motherfucker. Why the fuck are these so fucking charming? A dangerous environment. But also, it also shows that they don't all have to be... That there's some travel banter, or how do I want to phrase this? How am I going to phrase this to make sense? There's not travel banter with every single character in every single chapter. So that's interesting. Is something wrong? It's not often I hear you sigh. I was just thinking about how very dangerous your journey is. This is my everyday detective. I begin to understand where that indomitable indomitability of yours comes from. Did you say something? But at the very least, the villains around you look perfectly villainous. It's almost refreshing. And I thank you. Around me, most villains tend to pose as saints. Of course they do. There's evil everywhere you go in this world. I suppose we think that because villains tend to gather around good people. Huh. You mean to say that I am a good person? One disguised as a villain, yes. Oh, wow, wow, that's actually a really interesting one there. It's like, oh, you think I'm a good person? It's like, well, yeah. The slaver's nose. That man had a pretty good nose. It's rare for humans to have such a keen sense of smell. Perhaps he was punished for abusing his good senses. You know, I can't even understand what he was saying. You have a unique scent. How can I explain it? It's sweet and sultry, I guess. Thank you. Is my scent really that strong? I love it. I love it. I fucking love this. Well, I was about to say, Hikari's probably the only one where I won't have anyone, but I'm like, no, that's not true. Oh, and Oswald hasn't even had any travel banter yet because his chapters 1 and 2. Oh, that is actually interesting. Oswald doesn't have any travel banter yet because he's... Yeah, that makes sense. What are you up to there, Throne? Just browsing for attire. Ooh, get up gazing. I get you. You're always dressing real fashionable like. A fine compliment coming from a merchant with such a sharp eye for quality. So, what sort of rags do you fancy? I'm afraid the answer is a bit complex. To me, clothing is like a painting. A part of the marker's soul and artistic sensibilities woven into each piece. And nothing fits me quite as well as a garment tailored by a kindred spirit. Wow, I never gave a pair of trousers that much thought before. Learn something new every day. You seem to have a fine sense of dress yourself. What sort of clothing tickles your fancy? That's easy. A merchant's garb's gotta be durable, first and foremost. So, you chose garments based on textile thickness. That's part of it, sure. Thing is, clothing's durability is determined by stitching. See here in my shirt? The seams are doubled up, right? That's called twin needling stitching. Requires a deft hand to do it, but it won't tear on you. Seems like this tell me a lot of love went into its making. The creator wanted someone not just to wear it, but to care for it. You don't say. I never thought to look at clothing from that particular angle. Particio, why don't you join me on my next shopping trip? Sure, partner. I'll help you pick out some stylish duds. I feel like I had a good voice for Particio when we were introduced to him, but ever since then, it's all been going downhill, like, getting the joke. Now I won't feel so like, oh, I gotta go back to the tavern and switch them up and such. What made you want to be a merchant, Particio? Simple. I was always surrounded by business folk when I was a little chickadee. I'd also been inspired by my pops and Mr. Rock. It was only natural that I'd want to grow up to be just like them. What a fine origin story. Aw, this takes me back. I was so eager for their approval, I galloped from job to job like a wild stallion. I see. You would say, then, that you were spurred on into your profession. Huh? Wait a sec. Spurs because I'm like a horse. That was a joke. It was indeed. Woo-wee, partner. Fellow needs to use his noggin to perish your gags. I know I said that word wrong. The point? I think he got the point. And that's all of them. Okay, not bad. I like that. Okay, so first things first, we need to get Agnia into the party. I definitely need to level all these guys up, too. Again, I really wish that you could change your lead person. You know what? I will give Agnia a job, but what job should I give her? She currently only used the dagger, so give her the merchant for now. Alright, yes. And I believe we have all, before we go do the thing that we need to do, before we go do the crossing path one, I think I do have all the stuff necessary for one of the inventor's things, so let's go take care of that. I think I love Thronate, or not Thronates. I love Agni and slash run the most. Bring it on. Just the way like she swings her arms and such. Like just watch. Oh, it's so fucking cute. I like Partitio's too because he's the cool guy without his like he doesn't have his arms in his jacket. How it stays on him, I don't know then.
My turn.
But it's actually pretty cool and I like that as well. So. You see him how he holds his hat? Oh, he does have an arm in. He does have. No, he doesn't. He does not have an arm in. Okay.
Howdy there, friend.
Howdy there, friend.
Now it begins.
So maybe that's something I'll do at the end of everyone's chapter then. Oh, could that be? Why, yes it is. The very materials I need for my next invention. You are truly a wonderful assistant. Now then, prepare yourself. You're about to witness the birth of an invention that shall change the world. Actually, maybe I should give Agnia the invention class. I've done it! My third invention, the critical scope, is finally complete. By combining powerful lenses, I've created a scope that can easily take the measures of its target in great detail. Its magnificent magnification prowess also makes it possible to determine the composition and structural strength of the object in question. That's another invention flawlessly finished, I dare say. I dare say my genius is almost frightening. And now that you've seen the mass at work, you know how to craft it yourself. May it aid you on your journey. Sweet. Thanks to all the materials you brought me, my invention is continuing apace. I cannot blame you for being utterly charmed by my genius. I am as well. Okay, so Tiny Toy and Mythical Horn. Yeah, all I'm missing is just... Well, I'm missing the Great Blade. That's the only one thing I'm missing, so... A step ahead. The equipped character will act first at the start of battle. Ooh, interesting. Yep, everyone has it. Play fills the target late power gauge with the equipped character grasp effect. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, now without further ado, let us go do the main thing. The first crossroads. Or cross paths, excuse me. We get to judge to see how these kinds of things go. That's right, I had business here. Oh, look at that. During a quiet night in Ryu, Agni and Hikari hear the sounds of a beautiful instrument drafting in the wind.
Hey, Hikari, you hear that?
pleasant sound. I could listen to it all day.
That's a lute, an instrument well loved in Ku.
That song was beautiful.
It's been too long since I've heard the melodies of a lute in the air.
Hello.
Far and wide, people speak of me in awe. Today, tomorrow, and the day after that. They call me Yomi of 1,000 tones.
Wow, what a name.
I've traveled to every corner of this world, taking in my fill of its music along the way. I have a song for every occasion, every place, every person.
You've piqued my interest. Let's have one then.
Gladly, provided you have the coin. My 1,000 tones were mastered at great effort, after all.
You have money, right, Hikari?
Bribe. Yomi. Oh, that's not much.
I have a request.
A Lutist well known to those in the desert as Yomi of 1,000 tones. She knows a great number of songs and has been widely praised for delivering tailored performances that move her listeners' hearts. That's not so much.
Is this enough, Lady Yomi?
Of course, this shall buy you a song. One that will fit you as well as your finest kimono. However... I require time to make ready. Return to me tomorrow eve, and you shall have what you paid for.
Behind every great show is hours of preparation.
Just so. Now gird your hearts, for tomorrow they shall be moved as they never have been before.
I don't know. This feels a little dubious.
Thank you. Thank you.
So is there a great sword here? Nope. Oh, she's not wearing her hat.
Welcome, welcome! My audience of 2 has arrived. Now, listen well and be carried away by my 1,000 tones.
Something seems
different
about her, doesn't it?
Yes. It appears she's already spent our payment on those fine clothes.
Oh.
Alas,
Oh well.
I must apologize, for I cannot carry you away just yet. I've come into a spot of trouble, you see.
You have?
Look here. The string of my lute has frayed. Without replacements, I
We're
fear-
being played.
That our song will have to wait?
Indeed. It is tantamount to asking a soldier to charge into battle with a broken sword.
Oh, we wouldn't want that happening.
If I recall, lute strings are made from the hair of a horse's tail, yes?
Indeed, there is but one man nearby with the means to help, but he is not one to offer his aid lightly. He'll have no truck with a wanderer such as I. He scarcely acknowledges my existence.
Yes, yes.
Reminds me of Papa.
Then maybe you can help him see reason. Can I count on you?
Oh, I need to use her
You
moves
don't
this
need
time.
to ask. I'll see what I can do.
That's interesting. You have from a horse still? All right, you can have it.
Will this work, Yomi?
I want to trust you,
I
Yomi.
believe it will.
I want to trust you.
This is finer than I could have imagined. I see you too can move the hearts of others.
You might be right about that.
With this, I can craft a string worthy of my skill. However, I
Oh,
fear
boy.
the moment is not ripe for such a performance. Pray come again tomorrow, and I promise that my melody shall lift you to the heavens.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
The wait will make the music sound all the sweeter. Be patient, Hikari.
If you insist. You're generous with the benefit of the doubt, I see.
Oh, so now here's the reason for this thing. Uh-huh. Hello again.
There she is.
Oh, welcome, my honored patrons.
We were looking for you. Do you ever stay in the same spot?
My sincerest apologies for the trouble. However, I had no choice but to go where I could best drink in the beauty of tonight's moon.
Oh, that is a lovely. This is a lovely
You're
scene.
right. It's enchanting.
I wanted its dulcet rays to alight upon my lute as I played your song. Tonight, I perform upon a stage like no other, with string and garb equal to the occasion. All thanks to you, my most honored audience of two.
I hope this is worth the trouble.
It will be, I assure you. Now, listen.
Oh, do I just? I guess I could do anything. Oh no, it's just a plane. Okay. Oh. I heart true. To world's end, it beckons you. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't like see the words for a while there.
I've never heard such a song before. I was moved, but somehow I feel so sad.
By the light of the heart, a favorite of mine. The clothes, the strings, the moon, they must be just so. It is the only way to perform this song correctly.
Yomi, why did you choose this song to play for us?
I've heard it before. I had a friend who would often play the lute for me. She always struck warm tones to match the warmth in her heart. Her name was Tsuki.
Suki.
Was?
But you played the song much differently than she did. You painted it with melancholy.
Well then, our business is concluded. I shall take my leave.
That was nice. So ends the Dancing Warrior Part 1. Oh, wow. That's really good. That was really good.
I'll take it.
That was really good. God damn it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that. Ooh. Oh, so it is just, okay. So there's not a combination of like Hikari and Cassie or anything like that. It's only a combination of these two. That's interesting in on itself. And I love how it combines their colors. That's cool. We probably don't have the third chat or the second one appear, do we? No. But that's probably something that'll come later then. Alrighty. Well, I think there's enough time to do another one, so let's go do Casties then. So let's get rid of Particio. And let's go do Casties and Ochette. That was so fucking good, man. Fuck, man. Oh my god, why? That's cute as fuck. Cassie and Ochette arrive in the lively little village of Cropdale. The beastling catches a whiff of something delicious, as so the two follow her nose to a merchant's stall. And looks like there's another story that takes place here too then. Maybe someone's final.
Wow, a lot of people here.
It is a lively little village. They say it's famous for peaches and raspberry pie.
Fruit. Yeah, I'll stick with meat.
A purely carnivorous diet isn't good for you. Everything in balance, all in moderation.
Cassie, you sound like my mother.
Patsy. Who is your mother? Actually, who's any of our parents?
Something
I mean,
smells
Hikari's
good.
and Partitio's we've known, but... Oh, and I guess Agnia's as well.
Welcome, travelers.
Of course, it's a meat vendor.
Care to try Cropdale's new delicacy? Duorduor on a stick.
Door on a stick.
Yes, meat! Real meat!
Oh, Chet, manners. May we have one skewer, please?
Enjoy.
Oh, I will! Thanks!
You mustn't eat too much, Ochet.
Ugh, this is gross. Excuse me. This meat tastes weird.
Sorry about that. Not much I can do when it gets that old. Takes a whole garden of herbs just to cover the smell.
Why do you go to such lengths to make old meat edible?
Hunting's been bad lately. We can't get anything fresher. I've hunted these parts for years, but I've never seen it like this.
Huh. Maybe we'll go take a look at the forest while we're here.
Ah, you're a hunter too, Missy. That'd be a big help.
All right, this one seems like
The
it's going to be a
forest's
little
just past the
more...
village. Good luck. You'll need it.
a little more interesting.
Leave it to me.
You mustn't overextend yourself, Ochet.
Yes, Ma.
Yes, Ma. This is cute. I'm liking this so far already. But no, this is this one seems like it's gonna be a little more, let's have a little more action in it than the one prior. Which there's nothing wrong with that, so. Oh, this is the way to go.
Life is too precious to risk.
Prepare yourself for the pride of Ku.
Wait, wasn't this an area? Yeah. Didn't I think I came over here first after I did Agni's thing. I'm like, oh, this wouldn't be so bad. And lo and behold, I think I got my ass handed to me here.
Ooh, shish kebab fruit.
Shish kebab fruit.
Is that tasty?
I'll say. On Toto Haha, we used to wrestle the animals for 'em. But look how many there are here. Woohoo!
Doesn't that strike you as odd? Why would so many delicious fruits be left untouched?
Where's the animals?
Now that you mention it, the forest feels a little too quiet. The Hina's on edge too. Something's headed this way!
It's a boar.
Hey, you must be one of the famous Duorduor.
It seems quite agitated.
Easy now. What's got into you?
Door.
This isn't working. The poor thing's not in its right mind.
Sorry, Dorsey, but this is gonna hurt a bit.
The future hinges on this battle.
My prey awaits.
realize I don't have anyone
What
with
to
the
do? What to...
Prepare yourself.
Time to shine.
Now it begins.
I don't have anyone with the
My turn.
Here we go. Time to finish this.
Now it begins. I'll end this. My spear does not err.
with the
That's my cool.
I didn't have anyone
Now
with the
let's
thing.
grab some food.
I just thought if I could have captured him. Oh well.
What is it saying?
It's too late for me. Eat me while I'm still tasty.
Oh, Chet. No lying, please. Are you injured? Wait, don't run away.
There he goes. Guess he's got places to be.
Let's follow him.
Alrighty.
I shall be your opponent.
What the fuck?
Prepare yourself.
All right. My prey awaits.
Here I go.
Here we go.
Try the arrow.
Prepare yourself.
Here I go.
Time to shine.
Agnia!
Right. Now.
Impressive, Ochet.
Impressive, Chet. I thought that said self-destruct at
over
first. I'm
yet.
like, what?
Whirlwind blow.
My turn. I fight for my friends. It's over.
Excellent work, Hikari.
Here we go.
I'm starving.
Mine now. Whew, I'm hungry.
Yeah, Kari's almost gonna level up. Here.
You are all holed up here? You don't have to be afraid. Easy now. Shh.
They're absolutely terrified. But terrified of what?
Be gone, humans. Harm not the Duorduor.
Is that what they're saying? I suppose they think we're here to hurt that one from earlier.
Let's go, Casty.
Oh, I didn't even notice like the chipmunks and all that stuff right there. Hey there, buddy.
It's all right. Calm down. We don't want to hurt you anymore. Come on. Don't be scared.
Don't worry. Mama here's got a kind heart. Just, don't make her angry.
Oh, Chet.
Sorry.
I only want to tend your wounds. You don't want those to get infected. Let me help you. Please. There. That should do it. Good boy, Wooly Wooly.
Did you just say Wooly Ooly?
Wooly Wooly.
That's his name. Don't you like it?
Oh, well, he likes it. Good for you, Wooly Ooly.
Wooly Wooly.
What's
Aw.
that? I'm sorry I attacked you. Let me explain what scared the forest creatures. It was a dark monster they'd never seen before. I wonder what the monster was.
It does raise questions.
Yes, but, more importantly...
Perhaps we should eat before discussing it further.
Thanks, Ma.
Thanks, Ma. I like this one. This one's pretty nice, too. You didn't have to use any of their path actions, though, which is interesting. So, and... Oh, that's it. Okay. Interesting. I am invested in these. They are really good. Holy crap. And I feel... Damn. That's so awesome. I love it. Oh, I cannot wait to like check out these last two then too. So alrighty guys, I think that is gonna do it for this part of Let's Play Octopath Traveler 2. In the next video, guys, we're gonna go do the last two parts of these side stories, and then we'll start doing side questing again. We'll start doing some side quests. Is everyone? Well, everyone in here definitely needs a healing, so. Yeah, so that's what we'll be doing. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think of these, what do you think of these side stories so far? I think they're really good. And, like, it does give a nice... It doesn't seem like... It kind of just feels... How do I want to word this? This feels like it's somewhat similar. It's basically kind of like their own stories again. I'm sure at some point maybe they'll all like wrap up together or have like a better tie-in type thing than the first game, but I don't mind it. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that again with the travel banter. I am going to load up the first game and see if it was in there, which would be interesting. But yeah, guys, let me know how you guys felt about them. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to the main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both of my main Twitter, the RPG Kim Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.